news. This is NDTV. And you're watching Metro Nation Delhi.
Students swell with pride, informing outsiders about their admission to any college or university. It's the same within the campus when they lay claim to their hostel rooms. But they know that most of their education will take place not in their classrooms, but right here in the hostel.
Hi, I'm Mike. I'm doing statistics honors, third year from Hindu College, and I'm a hardcore hostler.
Hi, I'm Divyanshu Raj Shangari, currently in BA program second year. And for me, Hindu rules and hostel dictates.
Hi, I'm Subhadra. I'm in my third year English honors, and I'm a student at Sri Venkateshwara College. I'm a day scholar, and as of now, I know nothing about hostel life.
And we have decided to become the Blogumentarians.
This documentary would be on a student's life in hostel.
We hope you enjoy the exploring just as much as we probably will.
The hostel wings are teeming with life, and the road ahead promises to be full of memorable experiences. In Metrocality today, we bring you that story. We decided to start our blogumentary journey within the walls of one of India's premier institutes, the Jawaharlal Nehru University. It's situated in a bush forest of about 1,000 acres and is better known as JNU.
Hi, I'm at the Jawaharlal Nehru University of Delhi, which is one of the most popular institutions for higher studies. This humongous campus has an abundance of forests and wildlife. Walking across the campus, you'll find the kind of birds that you've never seen anywhere else in Delhi. The hostel life here is distinguished from the rest of the hostels in Delhi, and there are about 14 hostels which house about 3,500 students. I've got hold of a few students here who are going to tell us more about hostel. Can you please introduce yourselves?
Hi, I am Binil.
I am Shomik.
Vibhuti. Okay. Are you all hostelers or are you?
No. I'm a day scholar and these are hostelers.
Okay.
Once you are within JNU, if you are an hostelite in JNU, then your hours are completely different than the hours outside because we get, it's like we get up at 10:30 in the morning. Yeah. We go off to sleep at 3 in the morning. Yeah. And it's
a 24-hour learning experience.
And another thing which I found very interesting is that 24 hours within the hostel, some alarm clock is ringing one way or the other. Someone is getting up at one point or the other.
Yes. If you are a Hindu, you celebrate back at home, maybe you will be celebrating Holi or Diwali. But here, Eid is equally important for the Hindus as Holi and Diwali is for the Muslims or like that. So it is just an example.
That's the best part because JNU has, I think it's the exposure in JNU is enormous and you get to know people from all sections of the society, all classes of the society. Another thing is this sense of freedom, which is very unique because in hostels you can do anything, anything. There are no particular hours when you have to go in, when you have to be in your hostel or be in your room. You can roam around in the campus at night. It's very safe here, and which is also very unique for a city like Delhi because otherwise it's very safe for girls. It's within JNU, it's extremely safe to roam around in night. So that kind of a sense of a freedom is, I think, it is especially outside JNU in Delhi. That sense of a freedom
with security.
Freedom with security is something which is something very unique, and we are very proud of that.
A campus which houses nearly 14 hostels and boasts of the finest greenery definitely begs for exploration. So Vibhuti and Ankush readily obliged and wore the guide caps for us.
And there we see Ankush. I'm sure he can tell us something better about these things.
Hi, can you introduce yourself, please?
Ankush.
You're a hostler?
Yes.
Can you tell us more about these colors? place of thought.
See, they have all the names of the political parties on them, so they're basically there for political motives. The basic point is that when the admission process is on and all the newcomers are, freshers are coming into this campus, it's kind of a popular culture that they build up so that the students get influenced by them and they might join their parties. Okay?
They're all made by the students?
Yeah. They are all made by their students.
Okay.
JNU is known for its political inclinations, a hint of which you see in these students who are holding a hunger strike to protest against the reservation policies of the university.
Okay, there's so much about all the scattered dhabas in JNU. What is this?
One of the most popular dhabas. It's called Mamu's Dhaba. Okay, and
this is the coolest place in JNU to eat. Really, the coolest one. Okay.
What kind of food do you get?
Every kind, like you get non-veg, you get veg, you get Mughlai, Chinese view.
But see, besides the food, and what makes this place special is Mamu.
Is Mamu, of course.
Okay, so Mamu.
He's a PhD scholar here, so he liked it so much that he wanted to spend the rest of his life here.
Okay, Mamu. ये सुभद्रा है NDTV मेट्रो नेशन के लिए डॉक्यूमेंट्री बना रही है कैंपस लाइफ के ऊपर हम इसको मामू का ढाबा दिखाने के लिए लाए हैं तो आप ज़रा अपनी थोड़ा इंट्रोडक्शन दीजिए और
बताओ मुझे क्या बोलना है।
यहाँ ढाबा खोलने का ख्याल आपको कैसे आया?
ढाबा खोलने का ख्याल इसलिए आया कि मुझे खाना बनाने का शौक़ था और ये है कि मैं वो करता हूँ जो मेरी मर्ज़ी कहता है, जो मेरा मन कहता है। मेरे मन को भाया कुत्ता काट के खाया। PhD करने आए थे, PhD कर लिया। ऊंची तालीम हासिल करनी थी, पढ़ लिया। उसके साथ साथ एक पैरेलल मेरा शौक़ चल रहा था घर में खाना बनाने का। वो अपनी दीदी के साथ बना लेता था, घर पे माओं के साथ बना लेता था, बहनों के साथ बना लेता था, खाला खालू सबके साथ खाना बनाया करता था बीच में। वहाँ से ये शौक़ पलते हॉस्टल लाइफ तक चली आती है ये शौक़ मुझे। और यहाँ से मुझे खाना बनाने का शौक़ हुआ। दोस्तों ने झूठी और सच तारीफ़ करते करते मुझे आज के डेट में खाना बनाने वाला आले ही समझ लिया और मुझे यकीन है कि दुनिया भी कहती है कि मैं खाना अच्छा बनाता हूँ।
तो मामू आपकी खासियत क्या है यहाँ ढाबे पे?
खासियत सबसे बड़ी है कि तुम यहाँ पर आई हो। तुम्हें कुछ ना कुछ लगा होगा कि मेरे पास आना चाहिए, तो ये। और दूसरी चीज़ की कभी किसी को कुछ स्पेशल खाना होता है तो वो मुझे ऑफ द बोर्ड भी जाके मुझसे वो खाना बनवा ले और मैं बहुत शौक़ से उसके लिए खाना खिलाता हूँ उसको। दूसरी चीज़ की बातूनी आदमी हूँ, बात करने का बड़ा प्यारा अंदाज है मेरा। दुनिया कहती है, मैं नहीं कहता हूँ, पता नहीं। और बैठे बैठे गप्पे हाँकता रहता हूँ, काम चलता रहता है, सारी चीज़ें देखता रहता हूँ, लोग नए पुराने सबको मैं एंटरटेन करता रहता हूँ। कुछ उसमें दो चार शायरी भी कर जाता हूँ चुपके से। ये मत पूछना कि मामू शेर भी सुना देना। बस इतना फ़र्क है बादल में और आँखों में मेरी, बस इतना फ़र्क है बादल में और आँखों में मेरी कि वो बरसों में बरसता है, ये बरसों से बरसता है।
वाह, क्या बात है।
We're sitting at the Ganga Dhaba now. This is one of the most happening hangout places of JNU, and most of the people are hanging out here right now. We have someone with us who's going to tell you more about it. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Renu. I am doing my PhD from JNU. और 3 साल मुझे पूरा हो गया है, मैं हॉस्टलर हेयर। और एक्चुअली JNU मुझे जहाँ तक जितना कैंपस मैंने देखा आई वाज इन रियो, और JNU ऐसा कैंपस है जो आपको विद इन द बाउंड्रीज ही सब चीज़ें अवेलेबल कराएगा, जिसमें आप अपनी बाउंड्री आपको बहुत यहाँ तक बाहर ही नहीं जाते क्योंकि उनको कोई ज़रूरत नहीं महसूस होती है। यहाँ पे लोग बैठ के कैंपस से लेके हॉस्टल पॉलिटिक्स से लेके वर्ल्ड पॉलिटिक्स तक के बारे में बात करते हैं। और आप देखेंगे 4 बजे ये ढाबा खुलता है और 4 बजे से लेके मॉर्निंग के 2:30 और 3 o'clock तक यहाँ पे ग्रुप्स में आपको लोग बैठे हुए दिख जाएंगे। और आप बहुत अगर वॉच करेंगे अच्छे से तो पता चलेगा कहीं ना कहीं किसी ना किसी इशू पे डिबेट चल रही है।
It's true that people in hostels miss their home, especially when they're really sick. So, what is I mean, is there anything special about JNU's health center?
special about JNU's health center? Yeah, as in the first thing that people actually, if anyone's feeling sick or whatever, so I mean the first thing we do is to come to the health center, because the basic facilities they have, they're probably taken care of. And something that new that we have in the health center is that we have a condom vending machine. I mean, I don't know whether other universities have it, but yeah, we do have it, and it seems one of the features of our health center basically. So otherwise, like normal, like every health center, like she said.
It's also one of the rare hostels where you have like campuses where you have a co-ed hostel as well, right?
Yeah, we do have a co-ed hostel, and I mean what I've seen here is like girls can enter boys hostel. Basically, girls don't have a problem, but yeah, boys can't enter girls hostel. But and there's basically no restrictions that we see in hostels here. I mean, you don't have basically you don't have a time when you're supposed to, before which you're supposed to come back. I mean, you're just totally independent. There's basically no one to check you here.
Hello, my name is Ankush Gupta. I'm a hostler here. This is Namda Hostel and this is my room, 222. So, I've been here since 1 year. It's quite a cool hostel. When you are out of the house, the first thing that you look for is the freedom, right? So, and the good thing about JNU hostels is that you get a lot of it, because there's no restriction on any timing on coming or going, no restriction on your guests, no restriction on people who will be staying with you. You can party all night and nobody's going to stop you. So all these things actually matter. A hostel becomes a kind of a community. So it's like a big family, one big huge family which lives together, eats together, sleeps together and drinks together. There are so many things that you don't need to do, but here you have to live all on your own. You have to wash your own clothes, though my roommate washes it for me. But you have to do things yourself. So of course that difference is there. Economically you are very independent when you are at your home, okay. Because whenever you need money, it's there. But now you have to see that if you have this much money for a certain period of time, you have to learn to manage in that much. So things like that of course occur. But then both of them have their own good sides and bad sides. It's like a complete mix. The food here is horrible and seriously horrible. Like trust me, you really have to search for dal in a dal, okay. So you just don't know. Sometimes we just guess like this is the vegetable, and then we keep on guessing. We have bets. And then we realized, okay, that who has won the bet.
After a long and tiring day in JNU, we decide to head back to the Hindu College hostel in the North Campus. It's here where we get a true taste of hostel life. The life after the warden is fast asleep. What you witness here is what every hostelite fears the most, second only to examinations. Yes, their birthdays. With every student being at least 17 years old, it means at least 17 birthday bumps for the taking.
Happy birthday! Best friend, call him. Nitish! Happy birthday!
The celebrations start at exactly midnight, and it's part of hostel tradition to let all the inmates know. This is just a part of the nightmare. The real thing is yet to come. In the evening, the student is forced to give a birthday treat, wiping out their entire monthly allowance in one go.
It's 1:40 at the night and I'm in front of VKRV Rao hostel canteen. It's the only canteen open at night, and if you want to have good parathas in the night, this is the place where you should be. Actually, I have some friends here. We have come here to celebrate Mukul's birthday. Hi Mukul.
Hi.
Happy birthday first of all.
Thank you.
So what did you order today and how did you celebrate your birthday here?
I ordered 7 parathas, 3 Maggies and 9 fruity and appies. Like whenever there is a birthday or something in the hostel, we used to come out here and have a celebration here. It's nice being together. It's too far from our hostel. It's a good fun over here.
Okay. So Mukul says it's too far from our hostel. Yes, इट इज़ टू फार. जब तक यहाँ हम आते हैं हिंदू हॉस्टल से और वापस जाते हैं, शायद हमें इतनी भूख लग जाती है कि फिर से आने का टाइम हो जाता है.
It's 3 at night and I think this chapter won't finish today. Let's see what's there for me in tomorrow's class.
Everybody is asleep. The hostel is dark and gloomy. And after this light goes off, it will be dark here too. And I think I should go off to sleep because tomorrow morning is my class at 8:15. So, bye-bye.
मेरी फैमिली मेरे लिए सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है, इसलिए आई चेंज टू एंकर.
एंकर के हर टूथपेस्ट में है ट्राइक्लोसान, फ्लोराइड, कैल्शियम.
आप अपना टूथपेस्ट कब बदल रहे हैं?
भाई मैं खुले में करने का शौक नहीं है, समझ गए आप? ये हिंदुस्तान है, हिंदुस्तान. आदमी पे ना तरह तरह के प्रेशर होते हैं, प्रेशर में आके करना पड़ जाता है. अब हर चीज़ तो आपके हाथ में होती नहीं है ना, ये तो नेचुरल है. नहीं आप बताइए, आपके ऊपर प्रेशर पड़ेगा तो क्या कंट्रोल कर लोगे? करना पड़ेगा. हालात ही ऐसे हो जाते हैं कभी कभी.
ये पूरे आज पब्लिक प्लेस में शूशू करने वालों को लाइन पे लाने का रेड FM 93.5 द्वारा बजाते रहो.
This morning we are coming to you live from our mobile studio, which is this ClassPass.
Shocking incident of road rage.
We are just learning some groovy Helen moves. Voila, the donuts are ready. Now I have to sink my teeth into one of these. Delhi Police's latest drive to discipline the citizens.
I love the fact that Delhi University kids are liking my hairstyle and are copying it.
This electric bike is your answer to a deeper pocket.
Something that's going all the way up. Inflation in India. Chinese martial arts as workout option this morning.
Let's go Delhi. Every morning at 7 on NDTV Metro Nation.
I'm Abhinav Bindra. Join the NDTV Toyota campaign and work towards a greener tomorrow.
Environment series presented by Toyota, moving forward. Supported by Vodafone.
Staying in a hostel often induces an extremely carefree attitude, with students forgetting all their worries. Too much of something never did anyone any good, and missing morning classes seems to be a ritual for hostelers. That means extra work for Shubhadra, waking sleepyheads Mayank and Raj.
Oi,